Well, good morning, guys. If you don't know, I've experienced a lot of loss lately, a lot of loss in my life. And, whether you've, lost a relationship or a job or anything, you want to feel that appreciation and that interaction, the opportunity for me to see that it was really to connect with the feeling of what I wanted rather than the actual person or the job, whatever. And when you define a loss of relationship, there's a gaining of a relationship with yourself. You lose a job, you get another job. It's like you can't lose anything without gaining its opposite equivalent. And when you feel like you've lost something, you really gain something. But the reason it feels like loss to you is because you're not in the vibration of what you've gained. So there comes a time where you revel in your willingness to experience that loss, and because in that loss there is creation. Creation comes from destruction. Destruction comes from creation. And when you rendezvous with that, it will be better than anything you thought you had lost. What you thought you lost. I feel like I sound like Sam I am. So, anywho, 'cause you just really want to feel. Because you can't open up to the feeling of love and the feeling of loss at the same time. Because you made a different choice and then found what you thought you lost a million times better. Because the feeling that you really want is just alignment with who you really are, which is love. And someone else's love are really just excuses. When you use them as an excuse. When they're behaving, you use them as an excuse for your happiness. When they're gone or they're misbehaving, you use them as your excuse for your misalignment. So then if you try to stay in that state where I'm in love, as to stay in that can be really harsh, but we know that it exists, and I can make it that way. It only takes you a few minutes, once you get the hang of it, to talk yourself back into love. With yourself, with someone else, or talk yourself out of it. So in these times when you're having this step one kind of moment, the reason you're rampaging in this contrast is because you get specific. And it gets some pretty strong momentum going in your mind. But it's okay, because the stronger the momentum of what you do want, the stronger the momentum of what you don't want, and vice versa. It's just a matter of figuring out how to get in the direction of what you do want. So it's like when I'm having a strong experience of really knowing what I don't want, what do? And what do you do? What do you do when you feel something, so strong and negative? Well, obviously, you come to the resolution to reach for something that feels better, to try to find relief. And, what's the overall explanation of that action? What is it? You go neutral. You go neutral, general. You soften the specifics deliberately. I'm deliberately choosing a more general way to look at this. Sometimes you distract yourself, but, distraction is only a temporary solution. And sometimes it's necessary. But going more general or neutral can be a more permanent solution, because as you go neutral, often enough and on enough things, you'll find resonance with this feeling of well-being that will cause you to then walk around with this basis grid. And so from, question of earlier is, how can I always be in a state of love? Well, it'll be something that you're experiencing more of the time and more often in a state of love. Think back to a time where shit was, it was going haywire, and you calmed down and you went into like this neutral place. Because of this experience, it caused me to go general. This experience caused me to go neutral. This experience caused me to go general because I could not control it. Because I could not control it. And if I wanted to feel good, I had to go neutral because I couldn't control it. This experience caused me to go neutral because I had no choice. And if I was to feel better, I had to go neutral. To this one, and this one, and this person, and this person, and this thought, and this memory, this desire, this experience, I went neutral. And I went neutral. And I went neutral, and announcing I'm feeling better. And more of the time, the world is looking beautiful to me again. I'm happy. I'm having more fun. And then once you begin acknowledging that, your emotional grid is more steady within you than the things that began to fill it in. You don't ever want to say, I only want to feel loved. Because what you need to say is, I know what to do. I am the molder of the clay. I have come to experience the contrast, and it's benefiting me drastically and dramatically, and I know the direction that I know what to do. I have the guidance within me. I know exactly what to do to feel good. I'm more specific. If it doesn't feel so good, I'm more general, and it feels better. And it works every single time. And as you begin saying that and meaning and knowing that, then you don't say, I always want to be in a state of love. You say, I really like some of the hateful things that happen to me that make me experience the value of love. And with these things that I don't like, because I'm clear of who I am and how I would like to feel. So Just go into your happy little environment, your little happy place, and just observe it. You came into this wanting variety. This stimulates you to things that you don't have, because you knew that you could not stay in a state of not having for very long. You knew that there was nothing that this time, space, reality could inspire as a desire within you, that you couldn't achieve and start moving toward what you do. You know, that feeling of invincibility and that feeling of worthiness, you will become powerful. So powerful. That's really what you're looking for. What you really want is that conscious awareness that no matter what, you can figure it out. And with that, yeah. If you like my videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want to do, because I know who I am, and I'll figure it out. If you want to figure it out with me, hop on the train. Coo-coo.